A farmer in Iowa.
Agriculture has to feed a growing population, and many people want us to pull that off without messing up the environment. So how do we do that?
It's a good question, and we're going to uncover that and more on our new podcast called Fieldwork. Check us out on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
Go to fieldworktalk.org.
Whenever you're online, Living the Country Life is there too. Like us on Facebook and exchange tips and ideas with people who share your love for the country way of life. Follow us on Twitter at Small Farming for timely news and information. You can also find us on Instagram and Pinterest. See the latest inspired shot from our readers or add a garden tip to your boards. Living the Country Life has all the ideas for your home acreage. Visit us online at livingthecountrylife.com and find us on social media.
I'm probably one of very few people who think mice are cute. However, I draw the line when I see one running through the house. None of us ever extends an open invitation, but if a mouse can't find its way in, you will have new tenants. Terry Messmer is an extension wildlife specialist at Utah State University. He says, really, it's our own fault. We leave garage doors open, our window screens have holes, and there are cracks and tiny openings around the exterior of our houses. Now is the time to enforce your no vacancy policy for rodents.
If you've got any openings that are larger than about a quarter inch, you need to seal them. If you've got cracks in building foundations around water pipes, vents, utility cables, doors, window screens should fit tightly. And so the idea is just go around and do an inspection of the area.
Stainless steel scouring pads will plug holes as a quick fix. For the long term, Messmer recommends using some kind of insulating foam to fill the gaps. They're coming in to find a warm place for the winter and for free meals, so sanitation is extremely important.
They can survive on very small amounts of food. And so the idea is taking that food, storing it properly, storing it in closed containers. If you've got dog food in the garage, make sure that that's in a rodent-proof container, some type of plastic garbage can or something along that line.
If you see mice in the house, Messmer recommends setting standard wooden traps baited with peanut butter. He does not recommend repellents. For one, he says they don't work very well, and if they're chemical-based, they could cause secondary effects in the humans living there. You'll find more tips for keeping mice out of the house at livingthecountrylife.com. I'll see you in the country.
Living the Country Life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic, share your tips, and post photos by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com.
Bluegrass Picks every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 on WYSH 1380 and FM 101.1. Shylock's Bluegrass Picks has your perfect mix of bluegrass songs from way back to current. The good old sound of that banjo, down-home picking, and country sounds coming through your radio for a perfect Tennessee Saturday morning. It's the Shylock's Bluegrass Picks on WYSH. Shylock's has cash for you.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Roane, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
Hey guys, it's David West, Stars and Stories of the Cas Walker Show, Thursday. David and Howard here on the job this morning. Morning, guys. How are you?
Morning. Doing great.
I'm going to start off today. You and I were talking, we've been talking for the last couple of weeks. The 14th, over at the fair, is Mayberry Day.
Mayberry Day.
And our own Sammy Sawyer, a.k.a. Barney, he's kind of running it. Kind of the ringmaster. Mayberry Day is going to be at the Tennessee Valley Fair, Saturday starting at 4:30. There's going to be an Opie lookalike contest, Whistling the Theme contest, concert with Rodney Dillard and Maggie Peterson. Of course, that's from the Darlings, Charlene, and I don't know what character's name that Rodney played, but they're going to be playing songs from the Andy Griffith Show, questions and answers with the audience, photos, autographs, all available. That is coming up on Saturday. You're picking, aren't you?
Yeah, me and
Mike and Rick.
Me and Big Mike, and I think Rick Campbell are going to be the Darlings or something like that.
Gotcha.
I don't know which Darling will be.
Little Darling.
I suppose I'll be playing Doug's tune, and I was going through some Roger Whittaker stuff. We'll talk about him. We'll talk about him a little later, and I found this CD never been opened.
Cassette tape, yeah.
Cassette tape never been opened. I don't know whether to play or not. It's brand new, but it's never been opened.
We'll find out here in just a little bit.
And I said, I recorded, we played it, me and Luke played it on tape. It's Doug's tune, and I said, I just wonder what it sounded like. I don't even remember doing it.
And we'll find out. We'll try and play it here coming up. It's a little later today. I tell you what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to take a really quick break, and then we're going to get Rodney on the phone, Rodney Dillard, and talk to him a little bit about Saturday's events. Hang on, guys. Right back in a flash. September is always a great month to remember for cool weather bargains at Hammer Stores. New shipments are coming in every week. For those cool fall mornings and evenings, choose a Chaps Sport Brush Fleece quarter zip pullover at $12.95, or a Russell Premier Fleece hoodie at $12.95. Men's long sleeve tees and Henleys by Hager are only $8.95 each. Long sleeve tees, thermal Henleys, and Premier Fleeces from two popular mall stores are $5.95 to $8.95 each. Long sleeve novelty print tees by Lucky are only $8.95. Hammer's Ladies Boutique department is just bursting with fall fashion bargains. New items are coming in every week. Plus, save now on Famous Label Junior Puffer Vests, CS Apparel rain jackets, Aero Cushion fall shoes and booties, One World fall fashion tops and dresses, and much more. Coming soon in September is a huge special purchase of fall home decor items. That's at Hammer's in Clinton, Halls, and New Tazewell.
Discount stores. If you haven't been to Hammer's, you should see us now.
H&H Body Shop is a lot more than just a body shop. Here's Darla, co-owner.
We do mechanical maintenance, and we sell tires, and we can do any mechanical thing on a car that a person might go to several different places to do. Because several years ago, we realized people was in a hurry to get their car out of the shop so they could go get their brakes done, and we have the capability of doing all those things. We have all the state-of-the-art equipment to do things. We have computerized alignment, and we have a mechanic that has credentials to work on just about any car.
So whether your car is torn up or just needs a tune-up, you only need H&H Body Shop. H&H Body Shop on North Main Street in Clinton. Call 457-9734. 457-9734. H&H Body Shop. There since 1960. There when you need it.
All right, guys, we've been trying to get Rodney on the phone, Rodney Dillard. I'm going to try one more time here, and then we're going to call it a day on this. All right. Mayberry Days this Saturday at the fair. All right, let's see here.
We're going to be in the Pepsi tent.
In the Pepsi. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you told me that, because we didn't know that.
Barney is probably listening to us via.
He is. He's in North Carolina, I think.
Yeah.
He runs all over the place.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. This is Ron Meredith over at WYSH Radio. We're supposed to be calling and interviewing Rodney this morning.
Yes, I thought that was 10 o'clock. Is that?
It is. It's 10:20 right now.
Oh, you're on the other time. Okay.
Thank you.
Here he is.
All right. Hey, good morning, Rodney. How are you, sir?
I'm pretty well driving down the highway.
Oh, be careful now. You know, it's a new law. You're not supposed to drive and talk on the phone, so we got to be quick.
That's okay. I'm just down in the floorboard with my feet.
Okay. Hey, let's talk a little bit. Coming up, we got Mayberry Days this weekend at Tennessee Valley Fair. Talk a little bit about what folks can expect.
Well, what we do, since two of us were original members of the cast, probably us, Maggie played Charlene, and me, and of course, there's another member still alive, Thelma Lou, but she lives in Mount Airy. She won't be there, but she's up in her age.
Yeah.
But we'll be there, and we're going to do. It'll be an afternoon in Mayberry. Well, it'll be we'll do songs from there and stories, and Maggie, of course, will sing her songs and talk about her role in the show, and we'll do a question and answer, which turns into a lot of fun, and a lot of Mayberry music that we did, that the Darlings did.
I know that there are a lot of folks around here, big fans, and we're looking forward to it. David West is going to be picking with you and some of the other guys that Sammy's lined up, and so you're going to have a great band backing you guys up, too.
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be just like it would be in Mayberry.
Absolutely. What's the number one question, if there is one, that folks ask you about the program?
How did we keep a straight face on the show when things went on? How did we keep that look? And we always tell them it's a natural thing.
Was there a lot of cracking up that we didn't see and got edited out?
Especially, and I will talk about this if people come, and I want them to prepare questions, because I'm an insider and I know things that people will never know, but I can reveal. It'll all be good, but
sure.
I think the snoring scene when they were up in the cabin in Mountain Wedding,
yeah,
and Andy and Barney stayed all night and they tried to sleep and we were snoring.
Yeah,
that took a long time to shoot because nobody could keep a straight face, not even the director.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. One more just quick story that folks would find interesting that those of us that weren't behind the scenes would not know.
A quick story. Let me think. Well, I remember one time that Barney Don brought in a mandolin he'd found in a flea market, and he thought it was really valuable, and it was one of those round-back mandolins. They call it tater bug, and he said, well, I got a friend who will appraise it for you, and then I'll bring it back to you. And he said, okay. So about 4 days later, Andy came back and had put dirt in it and a potted plant.
Really? That's great.
That's the kind of things that happened on that show that were just fun. It was just a beautiful show to be a part of.
Well,
good family values and things that we need today, and it's great that you could turn on the TV and put your kids or grandkids in front of the Andy Griffith Show and not worry. No, they will come out with something positive.
Absolutely. Yeah, a great television show that's going to live on forever and ever. Rodney, thanks for taking some time with us today. We look forward to having you here on Saturday. Look forward to the show and really look forward to some of those behind-the-scenes stories.
Well, I'll tell you what, I will get someone a free CD. I wish Life Was Like Mayberry, if they can tell me where Barney was when the Darlings first came to town. They have to be very specific.
So, now let me ask, that's Saturday, right? They need to come and talk to you Saturday to tell you, right?
Saturday, if they tell me, then I'll give them a free CD.
Where was Barney specifically when the Darlings came to town?
Yeah, the first one who gets it gets the CD.
All right, we'll have them get with you on Saturday. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your time down here, and thank you for spending a little bit of it with us.
Well, I thank you. At my age, I take nothing for granted, and I appreciate you guys who keep it going.
It's our pleasure to do so. Thank you, Rodney.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, sir. That is Saturday, 4:30. Big Mike, David, and Rick Campbell, along with Rodney and Maggie. Not Maggie, yeah. Anyway, they're all going to be there. You know what I think the most fun of that's going to be is him telling stories about stuff we don't know behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
So that will be fun. I'm going to take a break and see if I can get this cassette tape queued up you were talking about.
What was his name? Denver Powell.
Oh,
Denver Powell. Yeah. You know, he was the Mr. Darling.
Yeah, he was Dad.
He was Dad, and I don't know. I was thinking about this yesterday. I worked with him. See, he was also on the Dukes of Hazzard, and he was Uncle Jesse on Dukes of Hazzard, and I got to work with him and Jim Best. Jim Best was on the Andy Griffith Show. You know, he was
Roscoe. Yeah, he was Roscoe on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Coltrane. See, he was that guitar player, real hot guitar player.
Could he really? He couldn't play a guitar though. Did you know? Who told me that?
I don't know.
Somebody played the guitar for him.
It's Lindsay on that, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I could remember.
But anyhow,
might have been Sammy told me that.
He was the nicest guy. He came to the dressing room to tell us bye.
Yeah.
He said, I want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all working with us today, but I was on stage with Denver Powell, which was Briscoe Darling.
Yes.
And we were playing, and he was standing there. They had been interviewing him and Daisy and Roscoe, and they was talking to some of them, the boys. Anyhow, but I was standing there with him, and we were playing a bluegrass song, and this is in a crowd of people, and he laid his arm up on me, my shoulder, and he said, "You play my kind of music."
Jim Best did, or
no?
Denver Pile.
Denver Pile. Back then, I was playing. That's what I did for a living.
Sure.
And it's just like another day's work. I'm with somebody. When I played like with the Queen, the Prince, and Prime Minister of Egypt, or whatever, his president, whatever they call him, or whatever. But I didn't think about it as what I was doing till after, like now. I mean, now it would be so much different if I was standing there at Frisco. I'd want to start a conversation. I'd want to get to. I was trying to do my part, get what I was supposed to do. But it was so funny. I can see him now. He walked, of all of them standing there, of course, he was standing close to me. He laid his arm around my neck, and he said, and I was playing, he said, "You play my kind of music." He said, he was nice he could be. That was the nicest bunch of people I ever worked with, to be up in big people. And even like in Burt Lance, that was with Jimmy Carter. He came to where we was in our dressing room to tell us bye on a show. He said, "I want to tell you how much I appreciate it." And they were hollering at him, "Come on, the plane's fixing to pull out. Come on." He said, "I'm going to talk to the boys just a minute." And, he had the plane up, they told us. And I'll tell you, another guy would do that was
Howard Baker.
Howard Baker would always do it. And another guy, I mean, think about this. You just don't get to see this, and he can't do it again. But I was in ours. I've been ours with Pusser. Buford.
Yeah.
And so I even said, talk to him. Everybody, I mean, one time in the dressing room, me and him were just sitting there, and everybody was just working their hard, getting their clothes. I was just sitting there, relaxed. And I looked over at him. He didn't talk unless you talked to him. He was a real quiet type guy. And I started asking him questions. And he'd ask you, he reminded me so much of Ellie White. He didn't know.
Dry answers?
Yeah, I said, what's one of the things that is not very true about that movie? And he sat there like that, and he said, I guess it was that girl that they had on there, that pretty girl, that gave him some of the pointers and told him some of the stuff. He said, that girl really didn't look like it. Just like Ellie never cracked a smile. I mean, he's just like that. And after a little while, he talked on, and he said, somebody said, is he rough? I said, I don't know. He took his shirt off. Somebody rough, had a hold of him, had scars all over him. And he said, he talked on about just a little bit, and he said, well, I hurt so bad. He said, I hurt so bad. So I got so many stitches on me. He said, my nerves just, he said, now when I get through these shows today, I got to go lay in bed for 11 hours and rest my jaws. I said, I'm aching so bad right now. He said, my face, that's my face. Surgeries, he said, I'm hurt. It's aching like a toothache right now. But he had stayed. He walked out there and did it, But
show must go on, huh?
Think about walking in the room with the Prince of Jordan or Queen of the Philippines or somebody standing there and just picking for him. They're sitting there, and I told the jokes. I'd work with Chief Bishop and tell a joke, and they had to have an interpreter tell them what I said. And they'd laugh, and this bunch of laughing, and that bunch of laughing. But I think back at some of those things, I thought, man, and I didn't think anything of it because it was just another day and another show, I did like 350 shows back then. It was just, and I remember one time we played Bob Barker on a big riverboat, on a big party for him. We played a big thing for him, and you just take all that stuff for granted. That's the way it's supposed to be, I guess. You do so much of it.
Price is Right, Bob Barker, right?
Yeah.
Spay your cats and dogs, Bob Barker.
But so many people like that even me and Luke played for, in Washington and everywhere else. But you see so many of them, and I remember this really got me some points. We was working for the top man of General Motors, Lee Man. He's a kind of a short, dark-skinned little fella, and he just loved the banjo, I guess, because he just kept standing there looking at me thick. And I said, come here just a minute. I forgot his name now, but I said, what I want you to do is just take your finger and just start strumming on this banjo, and I'm going to record it. And we'll do a little bit of it. Soon I got a little easy and told Monroe to start singing, and he started beating on it, and I made sure it come out right.
Sure.
Oh, Lord, here they come. Oh, look yonder. he's got so-and-so playing the banjo. Oh, here they all come. Man, I was big that day. I got him beat. I said, take your hand, just start in time with us. And he did. He could stay in time, and I could play the chord. I was about July 4th, actually right around July 4th, I went to Raymond Fairchild's place up in Maggie Valley. He's got the little Opry.
Yeah.
And when I did, right on the end of the show, he wanted me to come up and be with him, and he sits down and picks me out of a chair because Framer had a bad accident and broke himself up real bad on a lawnmower wreck, rolled over on him and everything. But he just looked up at me like this, and I said, okay. And right in the middle of a song, and I started picking, and he noted it. Boy, the crowd thought that was something. I was at another show with him one time, and I just walked up and I just reached down and started picking. He just, Raymond, just whatever I want to do, he thinks the world of me. And I started picking, and they thought that was something. And I was playing the banjo, and they had an arm rail there, and we were standing up, and I just took it off, laid on the arm rail, and there was a pipe wrench there, and I noted the pipe wrench. They think that trick stuff, people really get into that. Sometimes I do different things like that. I'll tell you one. I hope he ain't listening to us because he'll get me in trouble Saturday. You remember Rick Kimball when we put the artificial weenie on his hot dog?
Yeah.
You remember that time? Well, I kept it. And he was laying in the store one day, and Rick grabbed it up and handed it to me, and he said, use this on your banjo. I just laid it down, and I played it. With that weenie.
With the artificial
weenie. Then he
weenie.
reached over and grabbed a pack of hot dog buns, and I picked it with that. And this guy, it's been a while back, he jerked out a 25 automatic.
Oh, Lord.
And I just took the handle of it and played it with that. They thought that was the funniest thing. Stoneman used to do all that. No, he'd play it, fiddle with a toothpick and a coat hanger, and anything you hand him, he just played fiddle with it. He didn't know it, but did it. But Lord, we got them days are churchable days, Ron. You just can't.
I'm sure
you can't buy them. You couldn't have them. You couldn't even plan them. They just happened.
Hey, do you know if Sammy's son Chris is going to be at the fair playing Ernest T? No, he don't play Ernest. Chris Monday. Is Chris going to be there?
I heard this was going to have Ernest T.
Okay.
They have somebody, I don't know it's Chris. I guess.
Sammy's son plays Gomer, doesn't he?
Right. Gomer, yeah.
Gomer.
He's once on our TV commercial.
Yes, sir.
Martin commercial.
Marty said he plays Gomer, but now he's playing Marty.
Yeah, he does. That's what he said. Yes, so David thinks Chris is going to be there. Ernest T. Bass. That's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, that's a good... That's a good commercial we made that Brad made with us with Barney and with Gomer. So that's your son, one play Gomer.
Yep.
Chicken Man doing Big Chief, Rowdy on the horse. I wrote it in 5 minutes. Brad put it together probably 5 minutes. So
there you go.
And it took first place with Martin. They said it's the best commercial I ever had.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take a break, see if I can get this cassette player to work real quick. All right, hang on just a second. Gee, we got a song that David wants us to try and play. And I'm going to try and play it next.
Experience, reputation, results. 3 reasons you should trust the law firm of Fox & Farley. Former employees of Oak Ridge area facilities might have developed health problems from exposure to hazardous materials or dangerous conditions. If it has adversely affected your life, call Fox & Farley now. If your health or the health of a family member has been compromised by employment at a federal energy installation, call Fox & Farley at 457-6440. 457-6440. Fox & Farley.
Fall in East Tennessee means football, and football means tailgating. Your tailgating headquarters is United Grocery Outlet. They've got everything you need to make it special, from the freshest meats, charcoal, paper towels, and you can always pick up a 20-pound bag of ice for only $1.99. United Grocery Outlet appreciates you, and to show it, they're having Customer Appreciation Days at all 38 locations, September 13th and 14th, with prizes, food samplings, games, and more. But wait! UGO is giving away groceries for an entire year. That's right, I said free groceries for an entire year. All you need to do is stop in to any of UGO's 38 locations between August 28th and September 11th to register to win. No purchase necessary. There'll be a random drawing on September 13th, and the winner will win the grand prize, free groceries for a year. Your 100% satisfaction is guaranteed. Shop us first. United Grocery Outlet. Online at myugo.com.
All right, now tell us And Dave comes in here toting a cassette tape. I've played 45s. I've played cassettes, CDs.
Well, I found that yesterday.
if it's a form of audio, David's got part of it or got some of it. So we've got a cassette tape. We're going to try and play it. Tell us about the song we're getting ready to play.
Well, I was going through Roger Whittaker. We've been talking about Roger Whittaker that did I'll Always Love You on the movie for Dolly Parton. In her movie, you know, Whitney Houston played the part, her and Kevin Costner.
The bodyguard.
And they were up dancing. When they were up dancing, quick as I heard the guy, I knew it was Roger Whittaker because I like to hear his, he does a lot of, we'll play some of him directly. He's out of sight. But you don't hear a lot of him in our country music stations because he plays a lot more, I guess, in a pop or feel of that. So I just reaching behind in my kitchen. I got a thing that you plug it in, play it all over the house.
Okay.
And I just reached back there and pulled a bunch of cassettes out. It was a cassette player at too. And when I did, I said, that was one of me and Luke. That thing's old. It hadn't even been opened.
No, it was. I took the cellophane off.
Crowed it over almost, and I said, I want to play. And I just had to look to see what the songs were on it.
Okay.
If I ain't mistaken, now I might be wrong on this. I think I've got it on a new CD because Alex Leach called me up and he wanted a certain song that you and Luke used to do, and I thought it was the prettiest song I ever heard, the way you all did bluegrass. Well, I think it's that same CD. He said it had a car on it, but we did several with cars on it. And he said, I want that. So I give it to him, and I believe that was on there. I didn't see it. I had played one. He brought me a copy of it back.
Okay.
So a master copy. He mixed it down. Alex got a little studio, and he fixed it so that I could get some if I want to record it. But I looked down on this, and it said Doug's Tune. I said, I got to pick for the Rodney Dillard Saturday. I better learn Doug's Tune right quick.
Doug's Tune, is that one they played on the show?
That's Doug's Tune. And I don't know this now, but Marnie said Rodney told him that was one of the songs that Andy picked him up on. I don't know. But me and Luke was recording there one day, and we put it on tape. I said, I like a song that, I said, the Dillards are some of my favorites. Them and Larry Mathis is a banjo picker. I took his place on Cas Walker, and Sonny Osborne. Sonny was one of my hero band. They was my three hero banjo pickers right there, Doug Dillard and Sonny Osborne, and I just ones I like to sit and listen to. And if we record it, I haven't heard this, but I can tell you right now, it's going to be, if Luke's playing on it, it's going to be big band sound. It's not going to be like the Dillard does it.
Be a little different than how they did it.
It'll be Dillard. Let's see how it sounds.
Let's see how it sounds. Here we go. Let me see. Figure out how to. All right, here we go. Do you remember recording that?
I don't remember recording it, but I remember what it sounded. I remember we did it differently.
Whose idea was the synthesizer?
It don't sound like the Andy Griffith Show.
No, that didn't sound like what you hear.
I need to go home and practice that, see if I can do it more like Doug.
I think you'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah, but I forgot about the horn stuff in on it until we started doing it. I was wondering who done the kickoff on it, because see, kickoff, do, and do, you know, like that. I forgot about all that, but I hadn't heard it in years. But
there you go.
I probably would have known it was me if I'd heard it. I was playing in Dalton, Georgia. In fact, I saw it boys CD while I go out there in the car. I was playing in Dalton, Georgia about July, I guess. Yeah, about 4, 5, 6 weeks ago. I just went down there to this big convention. They had all this music, these big concerts, and somebody saw me and said, "Did you bring your banjo?" I said, "8 Ball." I said, "No, I already had no room for my clothes. I did have a set of picks with me." He said, "You're going to play banjo for us tonight?" And I said, "Oh, I can't do no banjo tonight. I ain't got time to work the show out." You don't need no work. They went and got me a Gibson banjo. I mean, was set up to the top notch. And I walked in, they was done playing. I thought they'll forget about that. And he said, "The banjo's done tuned, ready to go for you." And I walked up and handed to him, and tuned. He said, "Get him out, put him out on front." I said, "No, I ain't going out on front of the stage, and I won't sit back as a musician. They're going to starve me." I said, "No, I ain't going to do that." And I sat down there and started picking with him. And this guy come running up to me. I didn't even know he was there. He come running up and said, "Oh, buddy, I heard the first lick of that banjo." I said, "That's David West is with us tonight." And there's like 35, I think they said there's 3,500 people in there. It was a huge place, auditorium. They had a big balcony, it looked like hell, 1,000. But he said, "Quick as I heard 4 or 5 notes." I said, "That David, he played on my CD," and he had wrote a song. Really? Me and Luke had played on it. It's the last thing me and Luke ever did together on the recording. I mean, not the last show we did, but the last recording we did. And it was he said, and I don't know where he come from, but I was way on the other side. He had to come. He had to be somewhere.
And come find you out. Seek you out.
So they borrowed it from a real good banjo picker that's in Dalton, Georgia. I know him. He was picking when I first started, but I didn't know where they got that banjo. And I said, "Where'd they get this banjo, man?" It was really up to the mark. It was one like
nice Gibson.
They said we got it from Jack Tankerson, which was a great banjo picker. And I said, "That's his banjo." That's his personal banjo. He said, "We told him we need to borrow a banjo. David's going to pick it." He said, "Tell him don't put no hot licks on it now." I don't do that stuff. He does. But he was a great picker. I used to look at him.
What's his name?
Jack Tankerson.
Jack Tankerson.
His brother played fiddle real well. And he was already picking when I got to Craven. I just had to Craven. He was already done the picking. And me and him got talking. And I bought me a banjo like his way back. That's before I went to Bonding Buster. And then he's a super picker. Yeah. But I mean, he had it tuned to everything. Everything was just like I like it. I guess many of us had the same taste. Nice Gibson, one of them real nice ones. And I got there and picked it. And they started.
What was the event in Georgia that you were at? What was it?
It was a big convention show for a bunch of churches, like 50-something churches.
Oh, wow.
It was a big gospel concert thing. It would be, I don't know how many thousand. It might have been more than that. I just asked somebody when I first went there and said, "Oh, there's at least 3,500 or more in there," so there's probably more. It was huge. It was huge. That thing down there probably would, if they had it where they just keep opening it up. You know, it's a big thing in Dalton, Georgia. It probably, if they opened it all up, it would probably hold 200,000 people.
Oh, man.
Man, they had about 5 things going on that day. I didn't know which door to go in. I pulled up and I said, well, what are you hunting? That thing was a half mile long. I mean, it was a huge building. And they showed me and said, "Oh, you need to go down 3 more doors, and there'll be people in there ushering you in and all." Wow. I parked in my A model and it rained on me. And I went in there and stayed in the room, and It was pretty weather, and I didn't even put my outside curtains on. See, it won't leak in A-Mall unless it blows because it's built down like this. And I woke up next morning, I looked out, and oh, man, it was raining dogs and cats. I grabbed my umbrella, went outside, and stepped on a puddle. I was under the umbrella, trying to hold it, put them curtains on. It didn't get it. The seats were just a little wet on the edge. I took me a towel and dried that off. And then, of course, it was dry by the time I got ready, got my suit on.
Yeah.
It's a dress-up deal. And then it rained. And of course, that's something. You ain't never live unless you get out of town in an A-Mall and it comes a storm.
Does it hold the water out pretty good if you're driving in it?
Yeah, you know, you get the curtain and everything on, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Everything was good. You got a good heater. Pretty good. You got, with curtains, you got cracked blue, you know, not old, but it's iron you seeing.
Yeah.
And on them A-Malls, you got to pull them windshields in and lock them down so they'll be tight. So it's got notches. It's just I just love them. I loved them when I was a kid. My papa had one. I got one just like his.
Really?
It's 135 First Places, the little truck. And he would drive, back in his day, Papa would drive right in the middle of the road, and this rock road's in. And he's whistling and done song, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and drove wide open in the middle of the road, and he'd ever chuggo. He didn't go around him, he didn't slow up on him. He'd hit chuggo so hard, and me and a little boy sitting there with him, bam, the doors would fly open. And them big old metal cabs, I mean, you know, they don't give back then. And he just reached across me and grabbed the door and shut it. Don't fall out, son. Just keep going. and I can see him now. I got his bib overalls. He died in 1957. And I got his old pair of his overalls and stuff, or his collective stuff.
Yeah.
I got a little cherry made us. He took trees, big old trees, and cut that much of a log off and put 3 legs in for his kids to sit, his grandkids. And we went to Papa's house. He had a table probably 25 feet long because he had like 10 kids, I guess, and then we had kids.
Yeah.
They had kids. And he had, one of them behind the table had a long bench. Of course, the kids had said on the bench. We finally ran out of bench room and he started making us. I still got my stool. And it's about this high, 3 sticks in it, legs, and he had all kinds of stuff.
How in the world do you, as a little boy that young, think of saving stuff like that?
Oh, man. I just got my first lunchbox. My only lunchbox. I just had one. Because before I had that, I had paper bags. See, I told you Daddy had a goat farm, and I had to take milk because I had asthma. And I took milk to school in my little thermos. I still got my thermos jug, still got my cork in it. But now I did have one in it. You push the button down, you know, rubber, you saw that.
Yeah.
I kept my cork on, but I used that when it was, Mama put it in there for me. And it was actually, school was just starting. Daddy said, she said, you ought to get him a lunchbox with dimmer jug so he can take milk to school with him. And I was drinking the cow milk there. And so Daddy went to get me one, and the hardware store said, we ain't got but one left. It's Space Cadet. It said 1951 on it.
That's what he got.
Yeah. And it had a dent on it. And he said, well, can you live that dent? And I said, I'll knock some off. And I said, yeah, don't make that me. Daddy pushed it back out. You can still see it. I still got the original thermos jug, all of that. It never did break.
Did telephones.
Oh, Lord. You're right.
Well, no, we give him a telephone.
You make me a number like a picnic.
No, we're going to have telephone. I'm going to give him 2 tin cans and a wax
string.
Yeah.
There we go. We're back. Thank you, Brad. We lost our feed for a minute. That's what I've been fooling with. But there you go.
But that'd be something, wouldn't it, to have a non-electricity day?
They wouldn't make it an hour.
No, they wouldn't.
Hey, you know what, though? It's like my boys, like James David. He is taken to fishing. You know? I think if they investigate it and do it, you know, there's still the same pleasure as there was before electricity, and fishing is here with electricity. And so, like when we're at the boat, he just as soon go fish, whereas his brothers might be on a game or something out there. But I found it doesn't matter necessarily what the activity is, whether it's fishing or playing ball or whatever. Once they start doing it and enjoying it, yeah, it's just the same as the games that they do and enjoy.
Yeah. Well, if anybody likes history or studies anything like old cars and things of that sort, if they start getting back in anything,
yeah,
then they go back to all that.
Absolutely.
And see, on them old cars, like in A models, if anybody wants to see some of that stuff, they go to some of the shows that they have in here. But you got a thing this long that sits on top of the manifold and comes out like this, and when the fan on the motor blows the air, you know, it blows back. Well, it blows the air right into your car. It's called manifold heater.
Really?
Yeah, I got them on my A models. and in summertime, you just unclip it and take it off because you don't want the heat.
You don't want the heat.
You don't. And inside, if you want to control your heat, you got a little flap, a little metal flap. You turn it down, that cuts the heat off, or raise it a little bit more wide open. Wide open's better in the wintertime.
I bet. I bet.
Oh, and then I got this other thing even before that you put hot coals at your fireplace when you had a horse and wagon or a horse and buggy.
Sure.
So I got this thing, you put your hot coals in it, and then the passenger, mama, whoever's going to ride on the other side, you sit on the floor, set your feet on it, keep your feet warm, because you ain't no heater back in.
Keep you warm.
I got a lot of that stuff. And you see Doc, all that takes me back when I watch Gunsmoke. You know, Doc will be going to do a house call. He'll take this big metal thing out and set it down, hooks his horse, keeps it from running off. It's a big stop, you know.
Just like tie his horse to it.
Yeah, I've got all it. But see, I watch all that stuff on TV, and most of that stuff I've got. Not most of it, but a lot of it.
A lot of it.
I've got a lot of it.
You got a lot of stuff in general, Dave.
I got so lucky. Here come a guy, pulls inside a reel with a huge truck. It's in the fall, and he wants a guitar. And he built the Indians. I'm talking about life-size Indians for Gatlinburg, where you see a big Indian sitting there, chiefs and all that. And he said, I said, we got talking, what do you do? He said, I build a lot of sculpture stuff for places like Gatlinburg. I'm taking a load to Gatlinburg right now, where you got Indian chiefs sitting there and with his arm around her. And the squaw and all that. And I said, you have? And he said, come here and I'll show you some of it. So I go out and he opens the truck and he's got it. And he says, I need a guitar. You wouldn't do any trading me, would you? I said, it's your lucky day. So I got them in a buggy. Kind of like Doc Adams, I guess. I've got another one more. It's a little bit bigger than his, but I got that little sitting in my garage. It's just, people just, I'll tell you something, I'll let go, and I wish I hadn't. This guy came in there, and he had invented porta potties out of styrofoam, looked like wood, and he had a car. He set them down, 4 of them, and set a car on top of them. That's how tough they were. They held a car. He had 4 of them. That was his sales pitch. Mm-hmm. These are strong enough, and the way you do them, you had a bag of chemical you drop down in it, and you shut the door on it, and you put them in campers and stuff, and you take them, and then it was legal, you know, and then you could tie the bag. I had bags of them. And you didn't smell it, no, because it was one of the great. I've never even saw nobody have them on sale like that one.
And they were styrofoam.
But the guy that invented them and had a truckload of them come through there with them and traded me some of them. I let them all go. People wanted them. I mean, you could put them in like your camper. See, they got so many bags. Well, when you use them, you drop this bag of stuff in there, and they were, approved through the government. And you tie it off, and then you just put it in where it done killed everything. And boy, that was the handiest thing, and I think it was in my way. The last one was he said, I invented these, and they had a big picture of setting up on a car. And I bought a new conversion van that time. I said, shoot, I'll use that. And I took mother places, and it was good.
Yeah, how was it?
My mother used and all. But there's some stuff out there, but these people come up with, you just don't realize you see it. But they just had to pull in. And this other guy
trade for a porta potty.
And I was at a funeral week before last, and this boy, Rocky Smith, walked up and said, thank you for all that you did for my daddy, and said, I got him on, in fact, I just booked another show for these people yesterday, but for the Historical Center, but I took him up there to the big reunion thing they had once a year, Block Street and everything, off up there on Gay Street and all that back there. But it's a huge thing every year. I didn't get to play it this year, but they showed us at Tennessee Theater. I had something else I had to do. But he come in there with a moving van. He drove in the new nice moving van. He said, I told you about it, buying all them car mats. I bought all them. And bought his van. Bought his van and all of his car. I was just looking at it. He just wanted to sell me a dozen car mats. And I said, give me a price on truck, carpet, mats, and everything. He did. And I said, I'll just take it off. And I had trailers at that time. And I said, do you have a title on this truck? He said, yeah. My sister noted the public. I said, take their turn to take care of everything. And he did. Got paid.
Just bought it all.
I've done stuff like that. It's just unreal. We got some shows coming up. I need to talk a little bit about this.
We got coming up. I mean, we know about Saturday. We've been talking about Saturday.
We got Saturday. It'll be the first one.
Okay.
Saturday night, we are going to go to Channel 12. We got some.
That's right. You're picking. Are you picking or are you recording?
We done got recorded, so we got. But we've got some really good guests. We got the gospel group back on this week. They won last week, and we got the boy that won $1,000 over at Wild Wings. He'll be back with us. And you talk about
he's Case. He
is 80.
He's a performer. He's an entertainer, I guess.
He's bigger. We got let's see. Let me start with Wild Wings, the 23rd.
Okay.
It's over here at Emmy Road, and I think the Parrott Brothers going to come over and pick a little with us on that. So we're going to have some special guests.
Monday the 23rd.
Monday 23rd at Wild Wings. That's 2 shows, 6:30 and 7:30. Be over there. We got all the heavy artillery coming in. I think, of course, Big Mac is a fixture. We can't work that Big Mac Chicken Man, and CJ, I believe, working with us on that, and hopefully George Morris, of course, Aaron Odds, and Claudia's coming in from. She's been out on vacation, but she's helping us somewhere. She'll be on that with us, good Lord willing, and we got some more guests to be on it, and we got some harmonica player working with us on Channel 12 now. He's real good.
That's good.
He's learning our stuff. He's doing a lot better. I believe it's the 28th. Does that sound right for Louis Blue Festival?
That's Saturday. So that sounds right.
Sounds right. Because I know we got another we got a big festival for the, can't think, Ben Ashley, we got a big festival coming up on it.
Okay.
And we got several more, but let's give you those two, though.
Okay.
Because we'll too many of them.
What's one you're doing in Somerset?
I forgot the date on Somerset. I said, is it September or October?
I'm not sure.
You going?
You got to figure out what it is.
If you're going to go, you better keep up with some of this stuff. I got some more I heard. I just don't.
Come to the mountain.
Karen, here's that night I tried to advertise on TV. She was on. I had the dates all crossed up. Michael's hauling one thing, she was hauling another. And I said, let's just get them together here now, and I'll tell you what it is.
Put them together and go.
They are. But we have a lot of fun. We get to do a lot of stuff that normally we would get to do. I still enjoy picking some. Not much, but some. Howard goes back there. I enjoy it. He gets up and sells martins and stuff now back on the back. And I said, you won't be sure to be there tomorrow? And he said, yeah. Well, I said, I need somebody back there to take care. See, selling, you don't go in there and sell what you like. And I'd rather have somebody that don't know nothing about to sell. Because if you get a guy in there that picks and sells what he likes, then I may not even hit it. Yep. Sell what the customer wants.
Sell what they
He
want.
was talking while ago as he come in. First off, you got to find out what price range you want.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be trying to sell you a $5,000 guitar if you ain't got the $500.
Sure.
Let's go to the $500 shelf, you see. And it's hard to teach people how to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to work with the best. Mr. Walker was, my daddy was a good salesman. Of course, my grandpa ran a store. I got the AK guy, and he was good. Joe Morrell was good. Carl Strain was good. I got to work with a lot of smart salespeople.
Absolutely.
And you don't oversell. It's not like you're trying to sell a customer something. You're trying to figure out what the customer needs and supply him with that.
Absolutely.
And always keep in mind, Mr. Walker told me he wasn't Mr. Walker. He worked for Mr. Walker.
Yeah.
He said, I am his employee. Mr. Walker is an image.
Yeah.
It's a name. It's an
Cas
image.
Walker,
It's a
yeah.
business. And I need to work just as hard for the Cas Walker supermarket as you do.
Absolutely.
And I always practiced that knowing I was a mining business. It had its own separate everything. Even run down to, we had a car, a limousine we traveled in back then, and I bought from Bundle and Buster. And whatever a musician got paid, that car got paid that much. I mean,
It got cut.
And I paid my musicians the same as Con Nunley made it on the grill back then, because we was done good. But my car got paid just like Con and everybody else got paid. You know,
He's one of the band members.
and this is funny. I was sitting in my swing history thinking about those days. And this is you talk about every morning. I play just about every night somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But every morning when I come into the store, if I come in, if it's 2 days or 1 day or whatever I'm gone, the first thing Faye would say, have you got Blackie money? That's what the car was named, Blackie. I mean, she didn't wait till I sit down. I come through the door, David, I need Blackie money because it went in a place of its own. Nothing else got Blackie money. If Blackie needed guitars, I need a guitar. She handed me enough
to go get a guitar.
And my gas. You know, I mean, it's the way we kept everything right down the line. CPA said, Lord, your sister costs every $10 every hour.
Yeah.
That's where you got to do it. You can't rob Peter to pay Paul. You've got to have it in a system.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that. Boy, my daddy was a system man, so I come up. It wasn't too hard for me to learn. That's all I ever knew.
Grew up with
But
it.
I mean, I was sitting there, I started laughing at my own self. I said, nobody would believe that. And I remember we was hauling monument trucks. I was a monument business. I'd walk up and say, Pay, I need $50. Now, what do you need $50 for? And I said, well, I got to get gas and stuff.
She kept you in check.
After
don't waste no money.
After a while, I got almost afraid going and asking for my own money.
Like I said, she knowed every nickel come in there, and especially every nickel went out.
Absolutely. Still does.
It was funny.
Exactly.
Mr. Walker had Pearl Brock was his secretary, and Fred was, and she was kind of rough. You know, she's okay to me, but I just walk in and cash my check. I started cashing Thursday, taking bank. And Fred said, you know, said he's afraid of her. I mean, well, she'd just say, where you need, Cas? It's like that. Where do you need? She didn't call Mr. Walker, did she? Where you need, Cas? Well, what's it for? I mean, you had to tell him every little thing, but he liked it.
Well, it kept him straight, yeah.
He told me, if he's telling me, back when he got audited and all, he said, I didn't know who to trust. I was even beginning down to her. So he figured out what was going on, but he liked it. He liked shrewd people that done everything just exactly. And I worked for him I was with Mr. Walker off and on in different things, probably 30 years. We never had one crossword.
If you got somebody help you mind your business that you can trust.
I did exactly what he said.
It is. It's the main thing.
I done things that I was in business with him on stuff that I would have bet you everything I had in it wouldn't work, and it always made me. I just finally got saying, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? How much? Cost me.
Didn't ask any questions.
Well, he was a guy. He was one of a kind, though. I've got a couple things I want to get you to play if you can.
I can.
I don't know what's on here. This is something they sent me out of. We might have played one of these once before. I'll let you look at these songs. This was Monroe Queener, Dobro, and I think on this year was Jake Tulick, maybe Ellie White. That was back when they were playing together, and I'd say they're on it. Monroe, Ellie White, Tulick, is Esco Hankins. You know, he was pretty big at one time. Mm-hmm. And a friend of mine found that. Jerry Searcy, he could be listening to us days in Florida, and he sent me that. So just put something on, whatever song you want to play. It don't make any difference.
We'll pick one random. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's pick one and we'll play it. When's this?
This goes back in probably the 40s.
Okay.
39 and 40, somewhere along in there.
Let's see if we can get it to play. Come on. It's not wanting to queue up. There it is. There we go.
Here she comes, look at her roll. There she goes, eating the pole. Watch her fly, look at her sail. Let her bye the barbell mail. Watch her go, look at her sing, hear her blow, wet and green, like a hound wagging his tail. Down at the barbell mail. Engineer making up time, tractor clear, look at her climb, see the face pulling the rail, said she's late at the barbell mail. Watch her swerve, look at her sway, get that curve out the way. Watch her fly, look at her sail, let her bye at the barbell mail. Yonder she comes, look at her roll. There she goes, eating the pole. Watch her fly, look at her sail. Let her bye at the barbell mail.
AM 1380 WISH, FM 101.1, AM 960 WQLA. You say that's from the 40s, David?
I think it's early 40s, I believe. See, he had so many people work for him back then, but L.E. White, and he was the one I was telling you about. He was in a big Packard. I think it was around 39 or 40, and he come off of Gatlinburg, and his brakes went out. Oh. And he's one that tried to shift it down back in those transmissions. You couldn't. If you missed, synchronized. No, it wouldn't synchronize. If you missed a gear, you just out. And he's trying to gear it down. He missed a gear, got out of high gear, and it's come down there freewheeling it. And Monroe said that he went up one hill, and he go down the ditch like that. He's trying to slow it down, tore the mufflers off, and said, they call L.E. back in Stuff. He said, Stuff, and them other two and them was laying down the back floorboard. They know it was gone. Said he drove that thing plumb off that up down the mountain up there. He got him Cherokee, coming off Cherokee. Said he'd go up one bank, come down the other.
Trying to slow down.
So he got it. He said that just so that wasn't coming up back in the way of traffic.
Tell everybody what we're searching for here.
Unchained Melody, if I can find it.
And this is Roger.
I just want everybody to hear this guy. This is a guy that done I'll Always Love You.
I'm not sure if I got it here. No, it's
on the soundtrack of when Murray.
I'll get to it here in just a moment.
Well, that was when they was up dancing in this place where they went to have a drink and have something. The song come on.
There you go.
So slowly, time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely riverside, wait for me. I'll be coming home. Wait for me.
I did not know until you told it a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was. He was doing the music in the Bodyguard motion picture.
Bodyguard, his son. Yeah, I'll Always Love You in the Bodyguard movie. So she got up to dance with Kevin Costner as her date that night, she said. And of course, I heard that in that movie. I said, oh, that's Roger Whittaker singing right there.
Well,
of course, it said it at the bottom, but he was so smooth. I like all kinds of music if it's good and if it's smooth. I really like the smoothness of music.
Sure.
I talked to Paul Perry the other day. I was telling him he's got some of the prettiest licks on Folsom Prison Blues. He's got his own.
Yep.
And they're real good and they're smooth. They were at the store quite a bit. They just come in and buy their string stuff and guitars and the basses and everything they got, I guess. But I sat back there and I said, y'all just play and let me sit here and listen to you. You know, I've done it.
Been there and done that.
I said, do Folsom Prison for me because I just love his guitar style.
I always enjoy listening to Paul. I've listened to him play since I was a teenager. We played together. So.
They're good. They're two people around here, 2 sets of people. They can sit down and entertain you with 2 people and really good.
Jeff Paul.
And that's the Parrot Boys and Russ and Becky Jeffers.
Yep.
Russ and Becky. I guess the quality, if they can sit there and hold my attention, it's good, I think. Because they're just so good at it. What they do is, it's kind of like, and you said something I hadn't thought as much about. I heard you say it. Talk about Jordan Foster.
Yeah.
The quality of his singing and his voice is so good. Very much music takes away from him.
Yeah.
And you know, it was like one night, and John Rice, he'd been in the hospital. I heard he was back out now. And we hope he does well. I hope he's listening today. But John said something on stage one night that was so good. We was all playing and trying to back everybody up the best we could and put every lick we knew in it.
Sure.
And he said, well, everybody quit playing just a minute. I want Cousin Ray to sing the song of the Burglar Man. He said, we don't need no music on it but the guitar. It's a story. I want you to hear the words to the story of it. And it made me think. It was so much that I learned from John.
Oh, yeah.
If I had played the banjo on it and we played the music real good, you would never heard the words. I'll tell you a story about a burglar man that went to rob a house.
Yep.
You crawled through the window right in a church house mouse. I mean, you got thinking of all the money.
It over, in Jordan's case, it overproduces what makes him good. I told you about Cody Jinks has taken him under his wing.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't going to be. I'm surprised he ain't already, because I think they're going to take him out on tour with him.
He'll be gone once he goes on tour with him when they see what all he can do. This man is a ball out of the sky.
For one, they saw him perform there when they walked into. He was playing in a bowling alley, and they came in, and so they saw him there. And they got up and picked with him, and then they had a show the next night over at the college up there. I think University of Cumberland. I can't remember where they were, but they took him over and asked him to open. Gave him $1,000. He didn't know. He was just tickled to be there.
That's the reason he asked me $1,500 to help him do a show.
There you go. He said, and then he said they set up all night long. And they were just having him do songs for him. He said he played till 5:30 the next morning. They were. He's going somewhere, but I listened to him pick here. And then I went home and downloaded his album. And his album is good. Don't misunderstand me.
I'd rather have him with the guitar.
Yeah, I'd rather have him sit right here with a guitar and play.
It's talent when a guy can do that.
Well, I've said that before. You know, I watched Garth Brooks do it on The Tonight Show. He just walked in, and sit down, no band, no nothing, just sit down and played his guitar. The first time I'd seen him do that, I was impressed. I've said that before. Con Hunley, I'd just as soon see Con sit down behind a piano by himself.
I would too.
I see him with a full band.
That's what you call talent.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's big time talent.
God-gift talent. I mean,
Con can do it. Con can do it by himself, and I'd rather me and him done a thing for the Historical Center. And I could tell you, it's going to be a ways off. It's going to be October 24th.
Okay.
That big thing coming up on it. But he walked out the piano and done 3 or 4 songs. We walked out, 3 of us, me and Ken Bonham and Jigga Man, I guess some bass for it, and did 3 or 4. But he was just a show by himself.
Well, Howard's got it on the head. It's just talent, and when somebody can just sit down and it's like that girl was here 2 weeks ago. When she could just sit there and sing it,
Right,
so,
exactly.
And play her own guitar, played so many good licks.
Yeah.
Now, Con's uncle Olin Burr, same way. Sit there and play a guitar. You didn't need nobody else around him. He just do it. You was talking about Jordan playing for a bowling alley. I was thinking of all them places. Like I played for the soccer tournament, I don't know how many different times, Tennessee State soccer tournament, and I played for the skating tournament, and I used to play for the football UT over here. Back when I was Bonnie and Buster, the mayor was Bonnie and Buster and me to play halftime.
Do you remember the store chain called S-Mart? Does anybody remember that? It had one in La Follette. Right. And we played for the opening of the S-Mart. I played out on the back of a dozer float for the opening of the McDonald's in La Follette. That was a big deal. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
Come a storm like you've never seen. We were throwing stuff in the back of any car we could find, any truck or car. There's I've played at some unusual places over the years.
I played for the mayor in Morristown, Z. Buddha, when they had the conflict and they wouldn't let them build a prison up there.
Yeah.
He hired a bulldozer to where it was going to be. They cut a ditch you couldn't even get over. They called it the big ditch, you know. And he put a bridge, a little bitty bridge, that you could just walk across, 2 people at a time, across this big ditch, and put like 50 big old tables. They must have 1,000 people there to have a Sunday protest dinner. And he hired Bonnie and Buster to come up there, and I went up there and played to protest that prison in Morristown. He had a ditch. That ditch was 10 feet wide. You couldn't even get no equipment. He just had a ditch. I mean, the mayor did. He definitely was against it. And we walked across the bridge with our instruments, a little homemade wooden bridge, and played while they eat and protested. That's a better one, wasn't it?
That is something.
If I could think of something, tell us more you done.
I can't think of all of them. Paul could probably think of them quicker than I could. I mean, we was all the time. I'll tell you, one time we came down. You go out and you go places and try and convince them to let you come and play. And we do that a lot at schools because we'd tell them they could keep the money. We didn't get paid. We just wanted to get out and play. And we came down here to talk to the principal at what was then Glen Alpine, that school down there. Me and one of the other guys in the band, Scott. I don't know what happened or why, but we were trying to talk to this principal. We were in high school by this time. I could drive. And we got tickled. Got laughing and couldn't stop laughing. I know he thought we were crazy because we just ended up walking out. I mean, we couldn't even get out what we were trying to say, and I have no idea what got us tickled, got us laughing. But he did something that was funny, and I started laughing, and it made him start laughing. And all the whole time, we're standing here trying to have a conversation with the principal, who I know was getting aggravated, wasting time with us. Needless to say, we didn't play at Glen Alpine. So.
This is funny. These boys, I very first started working with this little guy. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know hardly where I was at. But he went in his school, and he booked it on 60-40. He got 60%, and the school got 40. And I went with him. This is before I went to work with him. He said, we was talking about the worst shows we ever played. He said, I walked in, this guy, he was real dry anyhow. He said, I walked in and booked it. So I done the booking for the band. It's Phil's brother's band. So I booked it and said it's 60-40. And said, I thought it was something funny when he put us in the lunchroom instead of the auditorium. He said, go ahead and I'll start driving them through. Go ahead and start picking. So we said, do a 30-minute show. He said, there's 10 kids run in right quick. Sit down, and I thought, well, we'll play a little bit till they get the crowd in. So we played. So he said, well, 30 minutes is up. Said 60-40 is dime a piece. Here's you 60 cents. School gets 40 cents. Well, he never did crack a smile. He thought, it's awful. I worked Ken Irwin. I was playing for Renfro Valley Barn Dance, and I couldn't be at the barn on Saturday night because I was on the road. And I let Ken, my bass player, run it. And this was way back in the 60s. Money was still money. And here come, he said, Harlow Brown wanted to stop off and do a show there because he was going somewhere, and that's going to be a little extra for him. And he booked, I think, on maybe 30-something. We probably we wouldn't give him over 40 that much. Mm-hmm. But anyhow, his part come to $45. He's got there and done probably 30 minutes. We didn't need him no how because he wouldn't draw. We'd already probably doing as much as you could do. Back then, tickets $1 a head. We had this 130 people back there at the first part. And I come in from Bonnie and Buster, and I said, how'd the show go? He said, it went good. Ken was got no sense of humor. He said, it went good. I said, okay. He said, Harlow Brown. I said, was Harlow? Yeah, he comes. He done 30 minutes. I said, I think he said, $45. Had pretty good money back then. He said, I had $45, and he's standing there looking at me. I said, well, I guess you've been places you've done more and you've done less. He said, I've done more. I ain't never done no less. I guess he wanted. And Fred Smith sat there and he said, he's full of it. Said, we've played for $5 and $10 a night. Said, I heard him talking, and he was telling somebody about his summer's home. You can catch me in the summertime. My summer's home. Said he lived in a little old place up there somewhere. Said he ain't got but one home. He said it'd be like me. And Fred had got his wife had thrown him out, and he was living in a bunkhouse, you know. And he said, you know, from now on I'm going to say, call me at my summer's home at the bunkhouse outside.
The summer home. Hey, I want to tell you guys that are getting some requests. I'll when we wrap up here in a moment, I'll repeat that interview with Garth. So those of you that are asking when I'm going to do it, I'll do it then if you want to tune in or you want to call somebody and tell them to tune in or what have you.
We'll just talk about a show or two because this is summing up time.
It is summing up time.
Let's see, the 24th, it's going to be a big thing at the Historical Center. The band don't know about it yet. I just got it yesterday. So, Mike, if you're listening, you're on the 24th. I believe it's at 6:30, I think. It's going to be at the History Center. They got a nice auditorium in there. And they'll probably be showing maybe a little bit of movies. But this fella has wrote another book on Cas Walker, and it's going to be a book signing and opening for that. We're supposed to play for it the 24th. The 25th, I think, if nothing don't change, Martin is going to be putting on a big free Martin show at Ciderville at the barn. So it's going to be the 25th of October, and that's way out there. It's not September, it's October. 25th of October, and that'll be something to see because you get to see a lot of new Martins and get to talk to Martin people, and they'll bring some story and probably from out of town somewhere. It'll be a big thing. We'll tell you more about it. As of right now, those two, yesterday said the 24th, so I went in and booked it because I had put them down, but they want the 25th, and I said I'm already booked on the 25th, so they give me 24th of October. It's going to be something you really want to go see. It's open to the public. It won't cost you anything, but it'll be a good show.
Good deal.
Because they put on a lot of stuff like that. But remember, 23rd, what is today?
Today is the 12th.
So 23rd will be about 2 more weeks off.
And that's
weeks, Monday one.
That's Wild Wings.
Wild Wings, yeah. Be sure to do that one. And then the Louis Blue Festival, 28th will be a good one to come to.
It will.
We got some more. I'll be telling you about them because if we get too many out there, they get the dates mixed up. I get them mixed up. So
very good.
Okay.
All right, we're going to wrap things up here, and you guys stay tuned because I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and then I'll come back and I'm going to play this interview from Garth Brooks this morning. He's trying to fill up Neyland Stadium, and not only that, it's 103,000 seats, but then you got the field. And you're going to put them in the, you can put people in the field. So I don't know. I wonder how many people you get on that football field.
I don't know.
4,000 or 5,000 anyway.
Man, what's the tickets on that thing?
$94.95.
For each ticket.
For each ticket.
So he ain't doing many shows this year, is he?
No, but I'll tell you something he's been doing, and I was suspect that this was what he was going to do here, but he's been just popping up and going and playing these bars. He went and played the, I think it's called the Golden Pavilion up in Bakersfield, California. And what he'll do is he'll book it, and he'll take the tickets, and he goes to local radio, not corporate radio. He'll go find the local radio station, and he gives all the tickets, like 500 to them. And then he goes on social media and says, tune in to this. It was KUZZ up in Bakersfield, a Coleman station. His son's still running. And so he gave them all to them, and you have to listen to the station. And then he goes and does his show at a bar. So I was talking to him about that this morning. He said it's this music, I can play it in a bar, hole in the wall, and it can play it on a stadium. It's just country music. It resonates with everybody, and it does.
It's fun. And it takes him back to his childhood days or older days.
This thing he's doing, that's what he's called the Stadium Tours.
The Stadium Tour, and I think this is his last stop.
Oh, is that right?
I think so. I think this is the last one.
This guy brought me years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I guess, maybe 20 now. The bluegrass tape. He had a bluegrass tape one time on CD.
Doesn't surprise me. He's very talented.
If you find that one day, we'll play it.
I think UT Stadium is the second largest.
It's the second. Now it's the second largest in the country behind Michigan,
yeah.
I believe. Right. We were above Michigan until we did some renovations. So, but if he puts them down there on the floor like he did in Notre Dame, he had Notre Dame completely sold out. I think it was 88,000 people for that TV special. If he puts them down on the field like that, I don't know how many will get in there. 105, 110?
Oh, more than that.
I want him to pack them out. All right, so I'm going to let these guys
Remember Saturday now.
Saturday on BBB TV 12. Make sure you're here.
And the fair.
And fair is 4:30 in the afternoon. That's when Mayberry Days start at the fair. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So you guys make plans to get out there. Quick break, and I'll come back. I'll play this for you.
Police pulled me over. License was expired. They threw me in the slammer. AA always answers. Yep, always available. You can count on them, boys. Got me out the same day. Good price on the invoice. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. I call AA bail bonds when hard time get the toughest. Can't nobody tell me nothing. AA gon' give me peace of mind. Bail bonds, 865-463-0932.
People offer a lot of financial advice these days, but the best tip is start with someone you know, like your local Allstate agent, because the same person you count on to protect the here and now can also help you build a solid plan for your financial future, or a plan that includes life insurance to help protect your family down the road. A good plan and a good life starts with someone you trust.
Your local Allstate agent is Bradley Roberts at 356 South Charles G. Severs Boulevard. Call 457-0450 or stop in today for a free quote.
Anderson Crossing Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, has earned the trust of its customers through friendly, professional, and fast service. Their staff has combined over 100 years worth of pharmacy knowledge. Check out their new phone refill system and their convenient drive-through. Need a 90-day supply of your prescription? No problem. Just phone a day ahead and it'll be ready for you the next day. Most times the same day. Anderson Crossing Pharmacy, family owned since 1995. 3318 Andersonville Highway in Andersonville. 494-8444. Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Biblical Times Dinner Theater is going into its 6th year of unmatched biblical productions, all served with a great meal. But this year is special. They've just added a new holographic video mapping multimedia system that totally immerses the audience in the story and is sure to have a lasting impact. In honor of this special year, they're presenting a special production, Jesus Christ, Heaven's Hero. This production pays tribute to not only the great heroes of the Bible, but also recognizes some of our Valley's greatest heroes of the faith, including a special tribute to America's great pastor leaders. It all culminates with honoring our greatest biblical hero of all, Jesus Christ. Also special this year, all pastors and their wives get in free. Be the first to tell your pastor. The Gospel Variety pre-show and meal all starts at 6 p.m. For reservations, call 865-908-3329. Biblical Times Dinner Theater, located at Light Number 2 on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge. Pardon our expansion construction. We're open.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's 11:32. Getting ready to re-air the interview from this morning with Garth Brooks. I said it to him. I say it again. How cool it is that he includes us in his tours and his press and all that. We get to be the station welcoming him back to Knoxville, and this time it's going to be at Neyland Stadium. Me and David and Howard were just talking about, Lord, how many people will he be able to get in there? 103,000 can be seated, and then if they put him down on the field, he plays in the round, so he'll be out there on the 50-yard line. I don't know how many people they can get on the field. But it's going to be a big show. Tickets tomorrow at 10 a.m. And now in the grand scheme of things, it's an expensive ticket, $94.95. But he sets one ticket price for wherever you end up sitting. So he plays in the round, so there's not a bad seat. And he'll probably play for 3 hours, maybe longer. I don't know. He puts on one heck of a show. Here's Garth Brooks from this morning. And once again, we appreciate him letting us talk with him. He's a busy dude. Hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry about that. We are live here on 96.7 Merle FM. Our buddy Garth Brooks is on the phone. Garth, good morning.
Woo! Good morning, man. You guys get up early out there.
Yeah, we do, but that's all right. We'll get up early any day of the week to take a call from you, my friend. Let's talk.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. We just we're in the studio till a little bit past midnight. We're wrapping up the fun project. So we came home, got some
sleep, and can't thank you enough for all the help. Neyland Stadium is coming up. We're excited.
I'm ready to see that place full. Jasper, one of our sales folks here, said to tell you you're the first person going to hit a home run out of Neyland Stadium because it's going to be a big night.
I tell you what, man, you can set all kinds of attendance records in that stadium and it still be half empty. So that is a city in its own. So this is going to be epic right here.
Ticketmaster.com tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp, right?
Man, yes, it is. And I'm going to also suggest there's a thing called the waiting room that opens an hour before. You don't have to be in there an hour before, but just any time before the on sale, get in there and register. Make sure, because I can't believe this is legal, but scalpers release bots into the system, a lot of robots, and so they want to know they're dealing. Ticketmaster wants to know they're dealing with human beings. So they're asking people to go in before the on sale, answer a couple questions. They know you're a human being. You'll get in before the bots. If you want a ticket, I'm going to suggest that's probably the best way for it to be a good experience.
How many do you guys know? I mean, we know we had about 102,500 and some odd seats, but that's not with people on the field.
I know, man. Please, you're killing me right now. Yes, that's a lot.
Well, you did it last time you were here. You just took you 3 or 4 nights to do it at Thompson Bowling.
Boy, I got to tell you, man, this will be no doubt. I mean, I'm not blowing smoke. I'm just telling you because I know the stadiums. This will be the biggest show of our career if people show up. This is going to be stupid, crazy fun right here, and I'm ready to put on the helmet and get in there.
You know, you're following in the footsteps of Michael Jackson, 1984. He did 3 nights at Neyland Stadium. I think they only did about half because he brought about 53,000. Kenny, when he came, he blocked off the back half and did about almost 62,000 people. So there's only been 2 before you, man. This is going to be historical.
Man, this is crazy because you think about those numbers. Anybody would die to have those numbers, and your stadium's still half empty because we play in the round.
Yes,
that's something that we enjoy doing because it makes every seat front row. So this is we're excited, nervous, scared, all the good things.
We young man called us the other day, named Corey, said that he worked with you on a video shoot last week. You guys went and shot. What'd you do? What video were you shooting?
we shot the dive bar video. First, people have to know Blake Shelton might be the most underrated comedian on this planet. That guy, he just kept us in stitches for 3 days out there on the West Coast, and we just sunk the entire band. They just went underwater in full scuba gear and cowboy boots and played this on the bottom of the floor of the water. It was just it was hilarious. So hopefully that video will be surfacing hopefully in the next 2 weeks. They'll turn it around pretty quick, and I can't wait to see it.
What gave you the idea to do the dive bar shows that you do? I saw you were up in Chicago, then I saw you went out with Michael Owens and the boys at KUZZ there in Bakersfield. What gave you that idea?
Yeah, man, it's just a single dive bar, and then it was also a cool way to kind of complete the circle. Get back to those places that you got to play when you first started your career. So pretty cool. The next one's Green Hall. We played it in 1989, 1990, and it's just kind of like country music heaven right there in the middle of Texas. Still the same place. They still don't have air conditioning. Never will, just dance hall and a little dive bar or a little fun kind of like cool shooting, just listening to country music kind of bar. And it's cool. It's cool to see the songs go from stadiums to dive bars, back to stadiums, back to dive bars. And I got to tell you, since it's country music, it fits in both very well.
Oh, no, it's great. When I saw you on your social media talking about you were going up to Bakersfield, it just reminded me of something. I remember, this has been a long time ago. You had a great night at the CMAs, probably the first time you'd won all these awards, and you came out and was talking about that Buck Owens called you that night and said, hey, own your own music. He gave you some tips that you said had a huge impact on your career going forward. Do you remember that?
Yeah, man. That guy changed my life with one phone call. So
I remember.
We're out, and the phone rings, and a buddy of mine answers it, and he looks at me, and goes, "It's Buck Owens." So you got to be kidding me. No, it's Buck Owens. And Buck sat there, and he said, "Hey, man, the way you're going, you should own your own masters. I'm going to tell you how to get it done." And I couldn't believe it, but word for word, he was honest. I went in, I was lucky enough to get my masters back, so now I have control of Garth music, which I love having control of that, and I think it's the reason why I've got to stick around as long as the people have let me stick around. So I owe everything to Buck Owens.
My friend, I tell you what, as Buck Owens helped you, Kim Williams helped us. He was a great advocate and friend of our radio station, and of course wrote some great songs for you. I'm sorry I didn't get to his memorial service. Phil was there from the station, but my wife and I were out of town. But Phyllis has been coming down, being with us on the radio. I was just going to ask you, are you still writing with Amanda?
Yeah. First of all, Phyllis is a doll, and I loved her with Kim, and I love her now, because people are different people when they don't have the love of their life anymore. But she has remained just really cool and does great things for songwriters here like Kim did. She's just carrying on that tradition. And then Amanda, their daughter, might be one of the most talented people that's ever been in this town, like her dad was. And she's just a joy to write with. And there's a new song on the Fun record that Amanda wrote as well. So it's neat to carry on the Williams tradition, and this time it's just with Amanda instead of Kim.
I know we are running out of time, my friend, but I want to tell you very much how much I appreciate what you did in 2015 for this little radio station and what you're doing today for this little radio station. It means, you have no idea what it means to us, and I promise you this, everybody in this building is going to work 100% as hard as they can to fill that stadium up. So whatever we've got to give, you've got it, my friend.
You're very sweet, man. Hey, we're all brothers in this thing, and it's all about country music and getting it to the people. Can't thank you enough, and I'm just going to say thanks for all the work on Neelan. Good luck for anybody that wants to take it. I hope they get it, and I hope it's a pleasurable experience, man. Great talking to you. Thanks for going through all the crap this morning to get this done. I love you very much, and please tell everybody I love them there, okay?
Same here, brother. Thank you very much, Garth. Have a great day, and enjoy. We'll see you on the 16th of November.
I look forward to that. Thank you. Have a good morning.
You too. Bye-bye.
Just in time for your outdoor adventure, Boat and RV Supercenter in Rockwood is having their biggest sale event of the year. It's in with the 2020 models, out with the 2019. All 2019 models must go, and no reasonable offer will be refused. Many boats and RVs will be sold at or below dealer cost. Check this out. Brand new boat, motor, and trailer packages priced from $14,999. Brand new towables as low as $99.99. And new Class A and Class C motorhomes from only $54,990. Check out the most innovative 2020 models ever from top brands like Coachman, Dutchman, Gulfstream, and more. Got something to trade? Bring it. Boat and RV Supercenter will have appraisers on site to give you top dollar for your trade during the sales event. On-the-spot financing with zero money down. They also offer Boat and RV repair and service. Hurry in. The biggest sale event of the year at Boat and RV Supercenter. Take exit 338 south to Western Road. Boat and RV Supercenter. 865-354-2140.
As a homeowner, I'm always looking for peace of mind, especially when I have a costly, unplanned expense, like a cooling system repair or replacement. That's when I turn to the eScore Quality Contractor Network. They're the pros who've been specially trained and approved by TVA and your local power company. The quality contractors are licensed and insured, so you can be assured the job will be done right and inspected for free. Contact your local power company or visit energyright.com to learn more.
Hi, this is Joel with Knox Rail Salvage. Why pay full price at the big box store when Knox Rail Salvage has what you need for much less? Knox Rail Salvage is your kitchen cabinet headquarters. We can do a custom design at an everyday low price. Our all-wood kitchen cabinets contain no particle board and deliver more value for you, the customer. They're in stock and ready to take home today. Get your cabinets, get your floors, get your roofing, and get your doors at Knox Rail Salvage, where you'll always find brand new home improvement products at discount prices. Hi, this is Joel with Knox Rail Salvage. Why pay full price at the big box store when Knox Rail Salvage has what you need for much less? At Knox Rail Salvage, we've just added 12 new kitchen cabinet options from Faircrest Cabinets for our most discriminating customers. Check them out online at knoxrailsalvage.com and let us quote your new kitchen with these new lines of cabinets. Get your cabinets, get your floors, get your roofing, and get your doors at Knox Rail Salvage, where you'll always find brand new home improvement products at discount prices. Like us on Facebook and Pinterest for new arrivals and social media discounts.
This is Eric Botts from Gentry Griffey Funeral Chapel and Crematory. Pre-arranging for a funeral allows you to make important decisions together and not alone. Gentry Griffey has served the Knox